And this is my test of the John Deere double tine air cart. This is the hillside test. Let's see how it does on really steep hillsides, shall we? As you see, I already filled up the fertilizer before I left the store. I had to go cut me some barley real quick in order to get me some seed for it. And I started the cultivator off right away so that I started the game. And we got enough in there. Let's close it up. Clicking K to operate the auger. And we'll close it up. Now, use some brackets here. Get it fully extended. Now, fully extended. So speed unfold and go. And there we go. Quick stem to turn real quick to get out of the groove. So we'll slow down, back off a bit. I don't want to mess him up, so I want to wait and start the seeder after I pass his mark there. Be pushing B to get her started. This is Mount Blessing Mine Work in Progress. It's a full production mod focusing on hemp production. There we go. I got a little bit of lag because I'm doing the recording at the same time I'm playing the game. Well, I got 3 megs of RAM, so it kind of spins my computer when I do this. That's what the lag is about. That's kind of why I missed the curve and everything because of the lag. I do have a little bit of lag in my map, but that's because I've got some static anchor errors that I've got to fix yet. I just haven't got to them yet. Like I said, it's work in map in progress, so it's not ready for release yet. I'm planning on getting at least most of that lag out, if not all of it, before I release it. It just grossly exaggerates when I do my recording. And that's because I'm spinning my computer entirely, not just my video card. There's my combine down there harvesting my hemp. Oh, and by the way, the music is, they're putting down drugs, they're not advocating them, by the way. This is Leonard Skinner, if you're not aware. Now this map that I'm building is actually a complete production mod, as in what if in the 1930s Kissinger did not outlaw the hemp production but actually addressed it and promoted it like we did in World War II. Because if you realize, hemp production goes all the way back to the early 500 BC. In fact, I believe the first Bible scripts and some of the scrolls are written on hemp paper. Hemp paper has been around, and hemp fabrics and hemp products have been around since as historians has ever been able to find historical records and artifacts of anything. I mean, back in the days in the ships and whatnot, when this country was founded, all the ships used hemp rope. You know, the hemp rope is one of the most strongest, most durable, most long-lasting ropes there is. But yet, this country has outlawed it. Why? Well, I can tell you why. For 1 acre of hemp will produce 70 barrels of oil. That's right. You can squish the seeds, produce 70 barrels of oil, mix that with methanol and water. Actually, you mix it with methanol, you separate it. Then you wash it with water, and it goes through a drying process, and guess what you have? You have pure 100% Biologically clean, environmentally friendly biodiesel that you can put directly into any diesel engine. Doesn't need any further refined. You don't need any modifications to your diesel engine. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And hemp oil can replace 99% of all crude oil based petroleum products. Henry Ford proved that with his industrial line plant that ran off of hemp diesel. He had generators and everything that produced power that ran off of hemp diesel. All of his vehicles, his Model T that he built was 100% hemp diesel vehicle. He even drove that to Congress and hit it with a sledgehammer in front of the freaking Congress there, showing them that their outline of freaking hemp production was stupid. And it's just trying to show him the benefits of the products of that. Now it's really interesting that most other crops that we have that we're using today has much worse things wrong with them than anything other than this crop. Sure, they've outlawed it because of the reefer madness syndrome. Right. Like I believe that. Let's get us a good straight line here. And we'll just turn her loose on higher and see how she does. But yeah, that was the myth that got the people behind the outlawing of the hemp production. I mean, hemp does better than corn as far as food supplements. It's a better feed for cows than corn. And out of that 70 bushels of oil that you get, the crud, the broken seed, there's another 400 freaking pounds or 400 tons of feed. Because after you squish the seed, you make the oil, you got all these seed left over. Well, just dump that into your freaking feed bin, mix that with your compound feed, and you got more feed for your cows. Then you've got all the stalks and the fiber on the ground. Okay, this can be chopped up and made into feed. This can be chopped up and put into silage pits, fermented and strained to make alcohol for gasoline cars. This can be fermented and mixed and ground and made into mesh to make alcohol for vehicles and cars. This can also be ground up for feed. The fiber can be used for clothing, all types of clothing, rubber, fabrics, textiles of any kind. And the list goes on and on. It's completely endless. I mean, it can replace 98% of every oil petroleum-based product on the planet, and quite literally put the oil company out of business. So, why did Henry Kissinger, supported and being one of the founders and owners of an oil company, decide to outlaw hemp production? I wonder why. Because everyone that has their money in foreign oil or boil oil would be out of business. That's right. And everyone on the planet. You would be able, with 20 acres, you would be able to support your entire family. You'd never have to go to help again. You could grow 40 acres of hemp, squeeze your seed, make your oil, mix it up with some methanol, strain it with water, boil it off, and you know what? You'd never have to go to the pump again. You can turn around and sell what's left to the feedlot, make clothes with it yourself. I mean, the possibilities are endless, and a lot of possibilities that are available for the product are lost because of the erroneous laws of our government. we've lost out on a lot of research that could have been developed. Who knows what the ends are of the hemp plant? And hemp, by the way, one of the arguments that the government tries to use is that people will grow marijuana inside the middle of their hemp crops. Well, that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, because you cannot get a THC-based female marijuana plant growing the same time in the same place or within a mile of a male plant. Why? Because the male plant will pollinate the female plant, which will make it produce seeds, which will suck out the THC. So you grow 100 acres, and I guarantee it, everybody that tries to grow marijuana, the illegal variety, outside, they will not be able to do it. Their crop will be ruined. Now, this is probably going to turn the wrong way on me. But that's okay, because there's enough room there. It's not going to mess up the cultivators. When I get back to the rim, I'll just drop it down below. Nice, turning good too. Let's see here. Looks good. And this is not busting side hills. You see the mine up in the distance. Very nice. I'm impressed. This is working so much better than I imagined it would. I'm gonna have to get in touch with this guy and see if I can, yeah. Just past that, then I'll go down to the steeper parts of the ground, which is down there. I'm not going to run all the way down to the end. I'm really just wanting to touch that real steep side hill back here. I'll just cut this through right here. Now, some of you are probably going to see these steep hills and say that that's impossible. I was like, well, yeah, some of them probably are actually impossible. But what I've done is I've built them to the limits of the physics to the point that they're as close to what we've got around here as I can make them. So some of the hills of our steepest ground here, the combine levels out at 45 degrees. Okay, it self-levels at 45 degrees. Now, in some of our really bad hills, in the combine, I am still tipped in the chair, like 15, 20 degrees. Yeah, I'm still leaning sideways at a 45 degree level. I'm still tipped sideways. I mean, there's places on this part of the country where I can stand on the hillside and actually reach out with my hand straight and actually touch the side of the bank. We're farming ground like that around here. So I've done my best to make the terrain as close to that as possible, even getting some slide action with some of the vehicles and try to get them to slide a little bit. As you can see, this is kind of, the trailer is kind of sliding slightly down the hill, and that's exactly what it should do. And the steeper it is, it should slide even more. We'll see how it does there on that next pass, because that's going to be pretty steep for us. Probably going to give it a good workout. And I expected it to come off the mark, especially when I wasn't on the mark right. I don't use that lining strip stuff. I think that's cheating. And besides, I lined it up pretty good anyway. As you can see, so once it got off that hillside there, it's going to come right back into the mark. And there we go, got some slippage. That's normal and that's expected. That's perfect, actually. Very realistic. I like it. Here we go, some steep. Well, the steepest places I've got on my place, I guess. See how to see that. And look at that. Slips down just like it's supposed to. I like that. Of course, it would probably get jammed up like there's no life. They kind of overlap each other a little bit there. I don't know of any way around that either. Well, that's the test, and I'm quite impressed and very satisfied. So we'll give you a quick tour of the line here. Hemp production. And to burn this up there instead of using the bin like I would normally do. The bin's almost full anyway. Let's run this up here real quick. This is a New Holland. This is the STS hillside machine. This window is here. And this is Betty. We got where we cut my barley at. Using the top liner over here. And this is where we loaded up seed. The truck. And there's production mud. As you can see, I don't have anything loaded yet. This is actually going to be changed from yeast to methanol to be able to produce hemp diesel. I got to change the icons around and put them on backwards. And this is my compound feed mixing mud. This is the cow pasture area. And this is the hemp oil production mod. 2 silos will take hemp seed, and 1 silo takes hemp chaff. That's the meat production pond, and this is the textile plant. Incoming is oil, hemp oil, and outcoming is hemp products. So, it's all like that. And it's on its way. So, hope you like the little test of the hillside, and hope you download the mod. It's a great mod.